Number 1. Sergey is a skilled hunter who often takes on tough expeditions, spending days or even weeks out in the wild. One day, he heard a story from a friend about the Seyan Mountains, a remote area far from civilization that many believe is cursed. People talk about strange happenings there, like sightings of ghosts, dark magic, and strange creatures. Sergey didn't really believe in any of that, but he was still curious enough to plan a trip. When he reached the mountains, he set up camp and spent several nights preparing to hunt the Manchurian wapiti, a type of deer that some say is haunted. Sergey placed decoys in spots where the deer might pass through. As night fell and he waited in the dark, he suddenly started hearing odd metallic sounds in the distance. Feeling uneasy, Sergey decided to head back to his campsite, but as he moved, he began to hear voices around him. Getting closer and closer, realizing things were getting serious, he readied his rifle in case anything strange came near. After firing a few shots toward the sounds, the noise stopped for a short time.
Тихо, братан. Выхался нахуй. Тихо. Вот там где-то, блядь. А мы пошли. Залазь аккуратно. Опа. Не боись. Тихо, осторожно. Не вниз, не улети. Тихо.
Knowing it wasn't safe to walk through the woods in the dark, Sergey climbed up into a tree and stayed there, shivering in the cold. Hours passed with nothing happening, until the eerie sound started again. He stayed hidden for 2 more hours before finally climbing down because of the freezing cold. He started a fire to warm up, and luckily, nothing else disturbed him for the rest of the night. Some might say the experience isn't real because of the low-quality recording and the way everything happened, but personally, it feels believable to me. And even if it was staged, it was done so well that it's still impressive. What do you think?
Subscribe and help us reach 20,000 subscribers. 90% of you have not subscribed yet, so please do, it's free.
Number 2. On November 13th, 2023, the only video on this channel was uploaded. It shares a chilling story about a camper who decided to stay overnight at an abandoned farmhouse known for its spooky reputation. Around 3:25 a.m., while lying in bed and casually playing bingo on their laptop, the camper heard a soft noise coming from outside. At first, they brushed it off as just random background sounds, but soon they realized it was the neighing of a horse, which was strange, considering the old farmhouse used to be a busy horse farm but had been deserted for years. The sound echoed through the empty campsite, making the whole experience feel even more surreal. Feeling both curious and uneasy, the camper grabbed their camera and started recording. While filming, they caught something unexpected, a white figure appearing in the distance. It was hard to make out clearly, but it definitely didn't belong there. Standing out sharply against the night, the sight gave the camper goosebumps. Even though they had felt odd things at the farmhouse before, this was the first time they managed to actually capture something on video. The farmhouse has a long history of strange stories and ghost tales, and while the camper knew about them, they never expected to witness something themselves. The eerie horse sounds combined with the mysterious figure made the night unforgettable, and left the camper questioning what they had really seen. Number 3. This video was recorded by a family who were visiting a friend's house deep in the woods. While they were outside, a woman noticed something strange behind a shed and decided to zoom in with her camera. That's when she spotted it.
Nobody is gonna ever believe this. Oh, shit. Alright, we're going back inside.
A pale, featureless face staring straight at her. Even though the sight was seriously creepy, her reaction seemed a little too calm, almost like she wasn't as scared as you might expect. It makes you wonder, if you saw something like that, would you stay that cool? Number 4, Megan, who runs a YouTube channel called Megan Page, usually posts fun story times and small vlogs showing her everyday life. But in one video, she shared something much more frightening. On June 17th, 2022, Megan was out enjoying a peaceful trip in nature. She found a beautiful, quiet spot surrounded by trees and the sounds of birds, and began recording herself as she talked to her viewers. Everything felt calm and perfect, until she noticed something behind her.
Like a true narcissist here. Okay, well you scared me.
Thanks. Okay.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Sweetheart, don't worry.
Okay, I'm
You're
sorry.
probably more dangerous than me. You're probably more evil than me. Look at the hair thing. You're wrong. You stoner?
Okay, that was terrifying. What the fuck? I'm shaking.
Out of nowhere, a man appeared. At first, it seemed like a random encounter, but it quickly turned uncomfortable. Megan tried to brush it off and stay calm, but things took a darker turn when she later saw the man again, this time carrying a broken bottle. Feeling unsafe and sensing that something wasn't right about him, Megan decided it wasn't worth taking any chances. Even though the man said he meant no harm, his behavior made her uneasy. She quickly packed up her things and left the campsite. Thankfully, Megan made it out safely, but the encounter left a lasting impression, reminding her and all of us how quickly a peaceful moment can turn dangerous, especially when you're alone in the wilderness. Number 5. This creepy trail camera footage was shared on TikTok. Over time, there have been many cases where travelers heard chilling cries in the wild and thought someone needed rescuing, only to realize too late that they were walking straight into danger. When you're out in nature, being able to tell the difference can be life-saving. A mountain lion's scream, for example, might sound like someone calling for help, but it's actually a warning to stay away. Still, I have to admit, in some of these videos, it's nearly impossible to tell whether you're hearing a person, an animal, a cryptid, or maybe even something paranormal. Number 6. Dave has a passion for exploring abandoned places, and old mines are some of his favorites. What started out as a calm, sunny adventure quickly took a strange turn. As he made his way along a quiet trail through the woods, he stopped to check out a few abandoned cabins. Eerie, but fascinating. While looking around, Dave noticed something odd. A Jeep parked far off in the distance, just sitting there, almost like it was watching him. He tried to shake it off, double-checked his map, and confirmed he was still on public land, so there was no reason to worry.
Mine, there's these remains. We still got a ways to go to get to the mine itself, but this just gives an indication of where the mine was, and the remains, how significant this mine was as well. It's a couple old wood, some metal. That's about it as we keep going up. If you look this way, what's that about? I'll explain some more soon, but just coming up to this cabin, used to be a clothing line. There's another cabin up ahead, so we're gonna drive up and check that one out too.
He pressed on, eager to see more.
This is where we're at right now. That's Mountain Boy Mine. It's on forestry land. This is the land maps I used, make sure I keep on, that's private, make sure I keep on public land. I'm on public land right now. All right. See, coming up here, federal mining claim, property of the United States. No trespassing, it says property. Got all the signs. Let's see. Wonder if they have a date. I don't see a date. Now we're allowed to walk around it. It just means not going inside. But that's an old miner's cabin. Looking back at the main mine, what's interesting is when you look up this mountain, I'm not sure if you could see it or not, but right here is waste rock. It's kind of difficult to see with all the smoke, but that means there's an adit up there. It doesn't look like a significant amount of waste rock, but definitely more than just a testing pit.
Dave kept exploring, walking past old miners' cabins and finding signs that showed he was still in legal areas. He even pointed out some old mining remains higher up the mountain. The forest was quiet, peaceful, but that feeling didn't last. When Dave returned to his vehicle for a short break, that same Jeep showed up again. This time, it slowly rolled past him, stopped, and the driver gave him a rude gesture before driving off.
Come on, keep going. Don't need more mine explorers around here.
It didn't seem like a random encounter. It felt personal. Even though the Jeep eventually disappeared, Dave couldn't shake off the feeling. He finished exploring and left the forest behind. But a lingering question stayed with him. Was it all just bad luck? Or was someone actually following him? Number 7. While fishing by a river, a man decided to record his trip, but he ended up capturing something he never expected.
Whole snake eating a catfish. What the what the hell? I don't even know what type of snake that is. That is crazy. That is crazy, y'all. What type of snake is that? Holy crap. Yeah, you shush. Get out of here, bro.
Right there in the water, a snake was swallowing an entire catfish. Seeing a snake is surprising enough, but actually watching one devour a big fish was on another level. Now, everyone's trying to figure out what kind of snake it was. If you think you know, feel free to share your guesses. Number 8. This eerie footage comes from the YouTube channel Dee's Dark Adventures, where Dee explores abandoned and allegedly haunted places, always hoping to capture something unexplainable on camera. But this trip turned out to be more terrifying than she ever expected. It started off peacefully enough. Dee was camping overnight with just her 2 loyal dogs for company. Sitting by the warm glow of the campfire, everything seemed calm, until one of her dogs suddenly froze, ears up, eyes locked on the darkness just beyond the firelight.
Stay word. And Mara? Mara! Earth to Mara. Mara! Come here. What are you doing? What is it? I'm gonna wait for this fire to die out a little bit. I made a hot dog, try to get that smell out in the woods. And I'm gonna just kind of let it die down a little bit before I take off, because I don't want to leave it like this with them being close to it. Come here, Mar. What are you looking at? Down there is where Mia was here and wouldn't come to me on camera down there. Whatever they saw, they booked it this way and wouldn't come back to me. So I don't know what that was about.
Clearly sensing something she couldn't see. Trying to stay calm, Dee called her dogs over and decided to let the fire die down before heading to bed. But the uneasy feeling lingered. She grabbed her flashlight and camera to check the area, stepping into the woods where an unsettling silence hung in the air. No wind, no animals, just heavy, unnatural stillness. That's when she heard it.
I'm there. What was that? Was that a whoop? Whoop! That's quiet. Okay, as soon as I said that, I just heard movement, dude. Okay. So this is about the point, I think.
A strange knock echoing through the trees. Her heart pounding, Dee rushed back to camp. She tossed more wood on the fire, but just as she did, a sharp bang rang out again. She scanned the tree line with her flashlight, but saw nothing.
Hi. This is where she flipped out. Oh my god, okay. Are you? More. We're walking. Hold on, it's okay, Mara. You're all right.
Trying to shake off the fear, Dee hid in her tent and distracted herself by reading scary stories. But the real horror was just getting started. Twigs snapped outside. Something, or someone, was circling her tent.
Cousins live in North Dakota, and I spent the winter break there freshman year in college. We were at their friend's house at night, drinking in her basement with some other girls, and it was really... It was really late, like 3 a.m. I was falling asleep, so I decided to walk home. They live in a desolate area, with lots of snow, and gets really, really cold, especially at night. Oh, you're scaring me. But the houses weren't too far apart. When the moon is out, it seems light out. I'm sucking. I'm scared, guys. No, you're scared. The path we always take is straight behind the house through the wooded areas, then more open land, and I was Stop. Hey! Whoa! Ah! That's too close, dude. No. She's nervous looking. I just whack. Get away from me. If you're near my tent, please leave.
One of her normally fearless dogs grew visibly nervous, licking its lips anxiously. Peering through the tent's mesh window, Dee caught a glimpse of something moving, and then, in the distance, a ghostly shape briefly appeared.
What to do here? My fire's dying down. I feel I'll just... Stop! Oh, God! Stop it. Okay, we're going. Okay.
The noises grew louder. Suddenly, a heavy branch crashed to the ground nearby, shaking her tent. At 12:35 a.m., after one final terrifying noise, Dee decided enough was enough. She quickly moved her dogs to the car. But even then, a lone car passed down the otherwise empty road, adding to the unease. Determined to tough it out, Dee tried to return to her tent, but the sounds followed her, crunching leaves, snapping twigs, and then came the worst of it, a strange grinding noise like teeth gnashing together somewhere nearby.
That was grinding of teeth. What was that? What was that? I just saw an orb in my, like something fly to me and fly away real quick. Like it would not fly, but it was in the air and it was just like a light.
That was the final straw. Dee, completely overwhelmed, called it quits and ended the trip. Whatever was out there, she wasn't going to stick around to find out. Number 9. While exploring an old mine about half a mile deep, this man suddenly heard strange sounds echoing through the tunnels. The eerie, deep echoes only added to the unsettling feeling. Determined to figure out what was making the noise, he searched the mine, but found no one. So what could it have been? Was it just a natural sound? Someone hiding in the darkness? Or something paranormal? What makes this encounter even more intriguing is that he doesn't believe in the paranormal. He's an urban explorer and avid hiker, usually filming his adventures for the thrill of discovery. So the idea that this was staged for views seems pretty unlikely. Number 10. Meet Joe, best known for his popular YouTube channel, where he shares a thrilling mix of wild travel vlogs, fun challenges, and eerie explorations of abandoned places. In this video, Joe and his good friend Henry embark on an adventure to explore a massive millionaire's mansion built in 1856, which has been left abandoned for the last 17 years. Locals often whisper about its haunted reputation, and that might explain why no one has dared to restore it. It's May 2nd, 2018, and night has already fallen when Joe and Henry arrive at the mansion. They slip through a broken gate and are instantly surrounded by an eerie silence. Though the excitement fuels their curiosity, a strange tension hangs in the air. And little do they know, the real mystery inside is far beyond what they expected.
Hiya. What the f? It's like, what is all this shit?
This is mental. That's him.
That is him who lived here.
That's the doctor. Yeah, that died.
What?
They make their way inside, the grand decaying rooms filling them with an unsettling vibe. Undeterred, they decide to test the mansion's haunted reputation by calling out to any lingering spirits that might still haunt the place.
Oh my. Spirits, if you can hear me now, please could you play the piano? Repeat after me.
Rack City bitch.
If there is anybody here, please could you say hello?
Are you annoyed that your wife left? She just left you.
That's the thing, for a split second, obviously, it is the radio, so just one like word is probably just a radio station.
Definitely. What?
Alright, we didn't get a reply there, but calling out to the spirits of this house, if you can hear me, please can you repeat after me?
Mate, there's a gas mask.
Oh my god.
Still here.
What the f? What? Who's that? What? Who is that? Hello? Who is that?
What?
That went,
What?
it went, in there. Trust.
Shut.
Is there someone in there?
Wait, if there's somebody there, can you just let us know and we'll leave.
Yeah.
We'll leave.
Is there someone there?
A strange, eerie moment follows, but it's interrupted by a mysterious sound. For a split second, they wonder if it's just the radio, but then things take a weird turn. While exploring further, they begin to sense an overwhelming presence. Odd sounds echo through the empty rooms. Suddenly, a loud crash from the piano startles them. Was it a bat or something else entirely?
Bro. That was the piano. That was the piano, bro.
The piano just went.
That was the piano, bro.
The piano.
Bro. That was the piano. I don't know whether this is going to have picked that up.
I don't know either. That was the piano though.
Hello? Bat!
Things get even more bizarre when a light starts swinging by itself. Joe's coat, hanging nearby, moves as if something unseen knocked it.
I'm going to leave my coat hung up here. If there's anybody here and you don't want us here, please knock my coat on the ground. Okay?
Mate, look.
What?
The light's swinging.
Wait, is that not from
From what?
from where I pushed it? Well,
You sure you hear it, mate? 'Cause it's still swinging.
yeah, no, I hit it with my hat. Right, it's getting light outside, it's about 4 AM now, but we need to see if my coat is still there. Right, let's have a look. So as I say, let's have a look. There seems to be what sounds like a female voice saying back. Right, let's have a look. Could this be the voice of Mrs. Drummond-Reese telling us to stay back from her property?
They try to rationalize it, but the eerie feeling only intensifies. At around 4 a.m., as the sun starts to rise, Joe and Henry check on the coat. That's when they hear what sounds like a female voice saying, "With the first light of dawn, Joe and Henry leave the mansion, forever changed by the experience." Though they're still skeptical about the paranormal, they can't deny that something strange happened inside those walls. The unexplained sounds, eerie whispers, and sudden bursts of activity have left them with more questions than answers. As they head off the property, the weight of the night lingers, leaving them with an unsettling feeling. One thing's for sure, whatever was haunting that mansion, it's better left undisturbed. Number 11.
Freddie McKinney, a well-known YouTuber famous for chasing tornadoes, found himself in a life-changing situation in May 2024. While tracking a powerful storm near Mere Holly, Texas, what started as an intense chase quickly turned into something far more terrifying.
Tornado. Incredible tornado here. Oh my God. You gotta be kidding me right now. Look at the bolt. We don't want to get underneath the tornado cyclone. It is right here. This is one of the most insane things I've ever seen. I can't believe I'm looking at this right now. Guys, if that doesn't deserve a like, I don't know what does. Here he goes. Rope out. We're sitting underneath it.
As he followed the tornado, a new and even stronger one began to form, forcing him to change routes when large hailstones blocked his intended path. What he encountered next was beyond anything he had ever faced.
This is gonna be one for the books, guys. This is an incredible tornado. That's strong. That's very strong. Yep. Oh, it's coming at us. It might be coming at us. Yeah. We gotta get ready to run. Time to run. Time to run. It's coming right at us.
I can outplay what I'm witnessing right now.
Yeah, and I can't believe that's coming right at me. So we gotta go. Absolute violent tornado. Just violent. Right here. Gotta get ready to back up. It comes at us. Yeah, if you guys are near Holly, Texas right now, take cover. This is a violent tornado. Absolute just grinder. Look at the flow. Listen to it.
The storm tore through the area, completely destroying a house where a family of 4 had been living. Once the tornado passed, Freddie rushed to the wreckage, hoping to find survivors. In the chaos, he discovered the injured family and immediately took action.
Please tell me they're not just in a house here. Gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There's people. There's people. Get in! Get in the car! Get in the car!
Please, God, help!
Open the door, get in!
Hurry!
Come on, guys! Get in the other side! Other side! Other side! Come on!
Come on!
Come on!
Please get us! I need your phone! I gotta call my mom!
Right here, get in!
Get in! I know! Look at me! I gotta look where you're bleeding, okay? Look at me, like...
I gotta get to the hospital, buddy. Yeah. Do you know where the nearest hospital
Yes.
is? Hey, let me get that dog. Where's
Go
the
get
dog? Where's the
Scout.
dog? Where's the dog? Come on, Bill! Bill! Hey, come here, buddy!
Billy, come on! Billy, come on! Come on!
Billy! Billy! Holy
Okay. Go, guys, go!
I'm a storm chaser here. I've got... Okay, man. You gotta get out.
I need a towel.
I've got injured people in my car right now.
Okay,
There's a tornado here.
Where
Where are we at, guys?
Hodges.
Hodges,
Texas.
Hodges, Texas.
What?
Okay, can you...
what kind of injuries do they have?
What kind of injuries are you
got
talking?
underage children with head injuries.
Okay, we got young children here with head injuries. Adult with a broken hand. Broken hand.
Broken hands, broken everything.
Okay. Okay, if one of you guys can get me...
bleeding from Lane.
With no time to spare, he helped them into his vehicle and drove as fast as he could to the nearest hospital. Despite the devastation, the family miraculously survived, receiving the urgent medical care they needed. It was a moment Freddie would never forget, a chase that turned into a real-life rescue mission, proving that storm chasing isn't just about the thrill. Sometimes it's about saving lives.
The day began like any other for TikTok user Toph Holler, a long-haul trucker making his regular deliveries across Wyoming. The open road was familiar and predictable until he reached the Green River Tunnel, where his routine drive suddenly turned into a fight for survival. As he approached the tunnel entrance, Toph noticed something was terribly wrong. A massive pileup had occurred inside, trapping drivers with nowhere to escape. His dashcam recorded the chilling scene as his truck began sliding uncontrollably on the icy road, before coming to a stop amid the chaos. Thick black smoke soon started rising from the wreckage, filling the tunnel like a suffocating wave. Within moments, flames broke out, rapidly consuming the trapped vehicles. As the heat intensified, Toph struggled to open his doors, but they refused to budge, leaving him trapped inside his cab. Desperate to escape, he shattered the window and crawled through the broken glass.
Coming through the tunnel. I'm in a wreck. This is oh, this truck is on fire. I got to get out of here. Oh, oh,
gasping for air as he collapsed onto the pavement outside. When he looked back, the true horror unfolded before his eyes. The tunnel had become an inferno, with vehicles melting under the intense heat and people still trapped inside. Staggering toward emergency responders, Toph tried to explain what he had witnessed. When the
oh. I almost died in there, man.
What are you driving?
A TVA truck right there. That's up in the tunnel.
I was in the yellow pickup truck. My truck's in that truck.
I'm one of the very last ones, man.
Are you? What are you?
So, the truck on front of me was on fire.
Okay.
That guy's dying in there. He's dead. It's burnt up.
Just hold on. What are you? We can't go in there right now, okay? We're getting fired.
fire was finally extinguished, the full extent of the tragedy was revealed. At least 3 people had lost their lives, and 5 others were rushed to the hospital, suffering from severe burns and smoke inhalation. Investigators later determined that a chain reaction of crashes had triggered the disaster, worsened by the tunnel's enclosed structure, which trapped both the vehicles and the spreading fire inside.
Austin Cornejo was once known for his fun and adventurous YouTube content. His videos ranged from exciting challenges to explorations of unique locations. However, despite not uploading for over 7 years, one particular video continues to haunt viewers. What started as an innocent adventure turned into a terrifying ordeal. On August 26, 2017, while on vacation, the brothers discovered a mysterious tunnel near their bungalow. Its entrance was partially sealed by metal bars, but what caught their attention was the eerie sight of a red balloon pressed against them. The unsettling detail felt too deliberate to be a coincidence, but their curiosity pushed them forward. With flashlights in hand, they stepped into the dark passage. The air was damp, and the walls seemed to swallow all sound. At first, it appeared to be nothing more than an abandoned tunnel littered with debris. But then, a faint noise echoed through the space. They froze. The atmosphere shifted, thick with an unshakable tension. And then, they saw it. A shadowy figure stood in the distance, barely visible in their dim flashlight beams. Before they could react, it moved. Not.
Bro, all there is trash, but I could stand fully on it. What the heck is that? You hear that? No, freaking. No, go. Bro, it's right there. Right, go. Oh, frick, go. Get out.
I hit my head. Camera.
Go.
I got it. Get out.
Go.
I hit my head.
You alright, dude?
Wait, right.
Where are you, clown? Show yourself. Let's go.
No.
Wherever that thing is.
No, we have to see it.
Oh, frick.
What that boy? You want to fight?
You better run.
Not hesitantly, but with inhuman speed. Panic took over. Adrenaline surged as they turned and ran, their frantic footsteps pounding against the concrete. The camera shook wildly, capturing only glimpses of the tunnel walls as they bolted toward the entrance. They collapsed onto the ground outside, gasping for breath. Their hands trembled as they reviewed the footage. The figure had been real. They weren't imagining it. Fearing for their safety, their parents called the authorities. Police arrived and searched the tunnel, but found nothing. No footprints, no evidence of recent activity. Even the red balloon was gone, as if it had never been there. To this day, no one knows what Austin and Sean encountered in that tunnel. Was it a prankster lurking in the darkness?